Hello students, welcome to the online learning session for business studies. This is our lecture 3 with respect to chapter 3, that is business environment. In today's discussion, we are on to discuss some topics like the impact of government policy changes on the business. We will talk about the managerial response to the changes in business environment. So let's begin our discussion for today. The first topic, as you can see in front of you, is impact of government policy changes on business and industry. Now, as we all know that because of liberalization, privatization and globalization, the image or the vision of India actually changed. The whole business environment got itself in order to experience a new thing, isn't it? So because of that, because of LPG, there were various challenges also that the business had to face. Now what are those challenges or what are those situations? Let's have a look. Point number 1 says increasing competition. Now after the new policy was implemented, the Indian companies had to face all-round competition. Now why all-round competition? They had to face competition from the internal market. They had to face competition from the foreign companies, isn't it? From the multinational companies. Now, the companies which could adapt latest technology, they could only survive and face the competition. And those companies who could not adapt to the latest technology, they had to shut down and leave the market. Okay? Now, I told you that in 1991 or prior to 1991, only banking sector, insurance and telecommunication was only with the public sector. But now, the private sectors are also allowed to enter it. So, you see how quickly or how differently has the competition begun, isn't it? So, this one, delicensing and entry of foreign firms, they have increased the level of competition in India. Clear? Next one, more demanding customers. Now prior to the new economic policy 1991, there were very few industries. Okay, so there was a shortage of production. Whatever the companies or whatever the industries produced, the consumer accepted it, right? But now, as because of the new economic policy, there are so many choices available to the customers. They have choices of Indian companies, they have choices in form of the multinational companies. Okay, variety of choices they have. So the market has now, they have started understanding the customers, that the market, or you can say the market has become customer oriented market. They all know that earlier the choices were less, so whatever I produced, the customers had to purchase it. But now I cannot do so. I cannot take my consumers for granted because the goods ka choices have increased, the choices of companies have increased. And any moment if the customers feel that they are not satisfied with the product that I am making, they may shift, isn't it? So the products were manufactured keeping in mind specifically the demands of the customers. Okay, they try to satisfy the customers very positively so that they stick to those particular companies and do not shift to anybody else. Okay, next is about the rapid changing technological environment. See, before the new economic policy, there was a small internal competition only, but after the NEP, what happened? The competition increased. And this competition actually reached the global level. And you only understand that the countries like Japan, countries like Korea, they have a very high class of technology than what is used in India, isn't it? So to implement or to adapt to that world class technology, there was a huge investment in the research and development. Okay, because they tried to have that same technology which those people have. Now there was one problem. The problem was that the small firms means the firm who did not have enough capital or who operated at a very small scale, they could not do such research and development in the field of technology. They could not adapt those high innovative technologies, isn't it? So somewhat they were forced to shut down and leave the market. Clear? Let's read this. The rapid changing technological environment improved the production process. Why? Because of those new technology, because of those innovative technologies, what happened? Maximum production was possible, but at a very less cost, at a very minimum cost. That is okay, but it made a challenge in front of the small firms because they could not afford to use such high technologies, right? Next one, necessity for a change. Now why necessity for a change? See, after the new industrial policy, the demand and the supply were changing at a very fast rate. So the components of business environment had made it necessary for the business firms to modify their policies and operations from time to time. What does it mean? It means that as because the demand and the supply are continuously changing, so the companies also, in order to match that level of demand and supply, they had to continuously make changes in their plans, in their policies, in their operations. Okay, suppose demand for product A was there, but now the people are demanding more of product B. So what has the company to do? The company has to operate more and more of product B. So what it is doing? It is changing its plan, that now there is a huge demand for product B. We need to focus on production of product B more than product A. That is a plan in changing. Or suppose the company or the industry at all did not used to produce product B. So what will it do? It will try producing product B. Isn't it clear to you? Necessity for a change. Next one, it says developing human resources. It means that before 1991, the Indian enterprise were actually managed by people with not such high level of skill, not such high level of training. But in this competitive environment, it is becoming very necessary to employ such human resources, to employ such staffs for the company who have greater commitment, who have high competence, who have efficiency and effectiveness both. Clear? Why? Just in order to meet the competitive environment, competitive market, because everyone is best in their technology, everyone is trying to survive in the market. And the most important part is the human resources also. We need to upgrade, we need to have a better quality of human resources as well. Clear? Next one, the market orientation. Now earlier the selling concept was famous. Selling concept means whatever the company is producing, whatever the industry is producing, the consumers will purchase it. Right? Selling concept. But now what it has been? It has been the marketing concept. Marketing concept means they produce in a planned way. First they do a market research. They research for those types of goods which are demanded by the consumers. Understood? First they take a research, then they plan it, and then they start their production. After the production is done, sales is done. After that also their services continue to grow as in the after sale service, isn't it? So these types of things have become more seen in this competitive environment. Okay, let's read it. Earlier the selling concept was famous, but now it is the marketing concept. Today the firms produce those goods which are required by the consumers. And how do they know that which goods are required by the consumer? They do a research for it. Clear? They do a research, they take out the data, and they understand that okay, these products are required, so I will produce these products. And after that they have advertising, they have after sale service. Clear to you? And the last one says reduction in budgetary support to the public sector. Now what happened earlier to 1991, whatever losses were made by the public sector, they were managed by the government. The government used to give some special funds and those losses were managed. But after that what happened, or we talk about today, the public sector have to survive and grow by utilizing their own funds efficiently. Otherwise they have to shut down and leave the market. You are understanding what I meant to say? I meant कि before 1991 there was a support given by the government that okay, you make losses, I will support you, I will give you money. But now what is happening? The government has strictly said that if you make losses, then you have to shut down and leave your market. So it's better that you means the public sector uses its resources properly, try not to make losses and survive and grow in the market. Clear? So there is no support by the government now. Clear? Let's read what's written. The budgetary support given by the government to the public sector is reducing. Thus, the public sector has to survive and grow by utilizing their own funds efficiently. Clear? Now we need to understand that how did these companies actually respond to these changes. Okay, what was their reaction? Okay, let's read. These are also very easy points and you would be able to relate it. First point is diversification. Now what does the word diversification means? It is actually diversifying your goods, or you may say providing lots of variety, right? So let's read. After the NEP, the companies are going for varieties. That means the companies are going for diversification. The companies like Voltas and Samsung are diversifying their activities by adding more products in their portfolio. Like take the example of Samsung. It makes phones, washing machine, TV. So many different types of products are there in the portfolio of Samsung. Portfolio of Samsung means Samsung produces so many products. That is the portfolio. The number of product a company produces, that is actually called as its portfolio. Okay. So first change was that all the companies or maximum of the companies, they started diversifying their products. They started adding more different types of product in their production list or in their portfolio, right? Next one is joint ventures. Joint ventures happen. Joint venture is what? When two or more companies joined hands in order to form business, right? Now who joined hands with whom? The multinational companies joined hand with the Indian companies and came to India. What example is given? We have Jaguar with Tata Motors, or you can say Ford with Mahindra, and Mahindra is also there, isn't it? So joint venture and this collaboration was also starting in this started after the LPG, after the liberalization, privatization and globalization, right? What is point number 3? Brand building. Now brand building means building the name, building the fame for its name, for the brand, right? So brand building, goodwill and the image of the company has become an important element for the promotion of the company. They are spending huge amounts on the promotional activities. Promotional activities as in the advertisement expenditures, sales promotion. Why? Because they need to make their brand famous. They need to build up their brand. They need to make their brand strong. Just like you hear the brand and you do not have any questions in your mind regarding the quality. They have to build itself such strong in terms of goodwill. Clear? Next one says use of latest technology. Now to get the first mover advantage. What was the first mover advantage? Something which is done for the first time and which is not yet done by its competitors. So we are taking the first step, we are taking the first move, and because of that whatever gains we earn, that is what is first mover advantage. Now to get this, the companies actually try to use the latest technology in their own product. Now why so? Because the latest technology whosoever uses in their own product, that product will be actually different from that of its competitors, and indirectly it will help the companies to achieve the first mover advantage. Understanding? So because of this first mover advantage, the companies are expending huge amounts of money just to research about what latest technologies or what innovative thing they can do. Clear? Next one, improved compensation level. Now compensation level means here we are talking about the salary. Now with the entry of multinational companies, there has been a lot of changes in the salary packages, right? The starting salary packages for the engineers, or if you talk about the management graduates, they have risen very significantly. Companies are now giving those bonus schemes, good incentives, direct indirect packages, okay, just to keep their employees happy, right? Now coming to the last point, it says the consumer focus. Now consumer focus means the focus of the businesses have now shifted totally to the consumers. They are more in need of knowing the wants of the consumers, and according to those wants, according to those needs, they prepare or they produce their goods, right? See, the focus of the market shifted from producer to consumer. After sale service has become important. Okay, it's not that the sale procedure has been done and everything is over. No, now they give proper after sale services also. Continuously they'll call, they'll ask how is the product going, do we face any problem while using the product or not, isn't it? All the companies in mind keep consumers before coming out with various schemes and benefits. So before announcing any schemes, before announcing any benefits, or before making any plans and policies, they keep consumers in their mind and then they prepare those. Why? Because now if you say in one line, consumer is the king. Everything is being done in the market, everything is being done by the organizations for the consumers. So that is all for today. We'll meet you in the next video. Thank you.